MrBeast is one of the biggest YouTubers to ever exist, but recently there has been leaks shown about MrBeast not being the man we all thought he was. So, if you do enjoy, please like, subscribe. That will honestly really mean a lot. And this video won't have much editing in it because I want it as raw as I possibly can. So make sure you subscribe, and on to the video. So recently, there has been a whole leaked Discord server with MrBeast and Chris Tyson with some very disturbing stuff. Most of it was covered in my Chris Tyson video. Go and check that out after this video. But there's some more info to come out about MrBeast, knowing about Chris Tyson acts. MrBeast being harsh and sometimes even physical to contestants and workers that work for MrBeast, and being very mistreated and even faking his videos, and that will be explained in this video. So first, the leaked Discord chats. Sadly, I do not have access to these leaked Discord messages, but I do have a few screenshots of some of the messages that were being sent around. I will show you these now. So, as you can see, Chris Tyson and MrBeast are in this chat room, and there is some pretty disgusting things in this server, and there were even some 13-year-olds at the time in this server too. And I think it's safe to say that MrBeast has known about Chris Tyson's weird acts, and it's also come out that his sister has said it's the whole transgender thing was just an act, like a weird a weird sexual act apparently, but I don't know how true that is, but I've seen that as well. I'll put a screenshot of that now. Yes, you read it there, folks. That's Chris Tyson's sister, proving that it was his sister, came out and said that about Chris. I most likely will make a second video about Chris Tyson with all this new information in it. So if you would like that, let me know. But now it's the mistreating staff and contestants. So recently, a few of MrBeast's staff members came out, how they got mistreated working for MrBeast with terrible long hours. And now, for the contestants. There has been one contestant that came out. The name of the TikToker is Jaina743, who was a former contestant that came out to call on MrBeast with all these allegations that can change MrBeast's empire for the worst. So, there was a TikTok video made about this. It's been deleted now, but I have got the footage now, and I will show you that now. It's 4 minutes long, so yeah, just enjoy.
So today is first morning, I guess it's afternoon now, that I've experienced being eliminated from the new MrBeast game challenge. They eliminated 400 people the first day. Those 400 people, the majority of them were forced by the other team members to be on the specific team they were. Some were just about physically assaulted to be put onto one team, which ended up making it the weakest team, since it was a lot of elderly people, petite women, and people that just, they weren't willing to take on 6 guys that were surrounding them trying to take their vest so that they can actually be on that. Of the 400 people that left, the majority of them, I'd say at least half, are all extremely depressed. I don't know if I can say extremely, but I definitely know that they are depressed. As far as I've heard from so many people that I've talked to personally, as well as people that I've spoken to that are employed by other organizations that are around the games right now, a lot of people have come up and expressed that they are really not doing okay. It was so much work and exhausting to just get to that point to even be in the games, and then to be kicked out, and you kind of get ostracized. The staff, they become really cold towards you once you're actually kicked out. MrBeast does not talk to everybody, all his fans or anything, and there's so many different things. I'll keep giving updates on this, but MrBeast is a monster, and the games that he does are really cruel and sick. They actually had called a one kind staff member of the only three kind staff members that I came across that were like really concerned about the well-being of all the people that were so distraught had actually come to me and asked me if I was okay, and I told them I wasn't. I told them that I wanted to die, and one of them had called a psychologist to come on set and talk to me. And that psychologist had even informed me shows like MrBeast, and I'm assuming probably similar type game shows, they kind of destroy the contestants. It is extremely psychologically damaging, and I really think that it should end. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of updates that I'm going to give. I made a video last night when I was prepared and planning on killing myself last night because I have already lost like everything else in my life, and being a part of the MrBeast games just for the experience of doing fun, unique activities, it gave me something to look forward to. It gave me something to be really happy and excited about. And then when they ripped it away, my first thought was to try and figure out some way that maybe I can salvage it somehow. Do you get money from the show? Yes and no. You get fake money while you're on the show. Complete fake money, and then they take it from you right after they get their little shots done. And then they have you sign some paperwork where they tell you that they're going to send you the money at a later point in time. For me, it was supposed to be $1,000. That's like nothing. $1,000 for everything that we'd gone through. And it takes 4 months. It was going to take 4 months to get to me, as MrBeast and his staff knew that I was homeless and had nothing when I went on the show. And I had to buy stuff for wardrobe to be on the show. Like, I did everything that I could to try and be able to stay on the show as long as I could. And then the people on the show like had such a hard time getting their medication. Many people, and these are prescription medications, many people, sometimes they hadn't gotten their medication for like 2 days. Some of it was like epileptic medication, like really vital, necessary medication. I know for me, every time I went to go and try and get my medication, I would have trouble as well. Sometimes just the lady distributing the medication, she would just give me a lot of attitude because I take my medication more than once in a day. And so when I'd come back, a second time or a third time, she would get irritated with me because I already got my medication. So it is MrBeast, like he genuinely just wants to psychologically like disturb people. And that's exactly what his show is. And I've heard this from a lot of reputable sources now. That show really is destroying lives. And I sadly, I'm not going to be surprised if many people from the show that he's doing currently right now end up killing themselves.
So, as you've seen there, that was a former MrBeast contestant, and it is pretty crazy, these allegations. So, this video didn't have much editing put in it because I want it as raw as I possibly could, because I want to bring light onto this, because this is a serious thing that needs to be called out on. And yeah, it's very serious. I'm very curious to see what MrBeast responds with this, because what I've seen, there's not really been any response, and if there is, yet again, I'll include that with the next Chris Tyson video. So if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. That'll mean a lot, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.